My name's Kevin Towers. I work for a well-known radio company, and I got my first procedure 2 years ago after, I suppose, I started losing my hair about 21. It gradually got worse and worse. I think that I had most of the front part of my hair completely missing. I can't really remember how I heard about the Harley Street Hair Clinic. It might have had something to do with a fairly well-known professional football player coming here. Or I might have just Googled it online. I can't really remember. But I came down and met Laker, who was very good, took me through the whole process, because as we were chatting off camera earlier, it's a process that you think, how is that going to be possible? It's some sort of modern day miracle, and right enough, it is. So when I first met Laker, he reassured me about the whole process, the procedure, what I was to expect, what kind of results I could expect. He took me through to meet the lady who was my surgeon, was going to do the procedure over the 2 days, and we just talked about how it could look and how it would make you feel. And I must say, it has changed the way that I look and made me feel much, much better. If you look at the before and after photos, there wasn't much going on there, and now there's certainly a lot more. I guess that when I first rolled up here 2 years ago, I thought, well, being 35 and looking about 135 probably wasn't a good look to carry around. So I signed up for the procedure. So I think, if I remember, it was like 3,000 and something grafts, or 3,000 and something hairs, can't remember. But the results are a total transformation. Probably the bit that most people want to find out about, is it sore? Well, it isn't like getting a massage or anything, but maybe the most sort of nippy part is getting the injections of the anaesthetic into your head. That lasts literally like a minute, and then you can't really feel anything. And then the surgeon cracks on with the procedure. You're in here for 2 days. Lunch is very nice. Sadly, there's no wine list. And then you're on your merry way at 5 o'clock on the second day. You can drive, you can get a train, probably can't get a plane, but you're actually able to function. It's not as though having like a sort of anaesthetic where you're knocked out or anything. And also during the procedure, whilst they're working away on you, you can read a magazine, listen to an iPod, you can do your work emails. That's what I told my work I'd be doing, of course. So it's absolutely fine. After you get nice and settled, you are given the anaesthetic. Like I say, that takes a minute or so to do, and then a couple of minutes to have an effect. And then, and this sounds completely strange, the surgeon comes in and takes from what's called the donor area, so the hair around the back and sides of your head, where generally you've got more of it, it's a bit thicker, a bit denser, and of course the hair in these areas is, as I say, it's almost sort of pre-programmed not to fall out once it gets placed somewhere else. They take that hair, it's passed on to another lady who puts it into a petri dish. It's separated out into 4, 3, 2, and 1 sort of strands. It's separated out, and then that happens in the morning, where they harvest the hair, and then in the afternoon she comes along again and then places it wherever you want. So at the start of the process, you have a chat to Laker and his team about what sort of hairline you're after, or where you would like a little bit more hair, and then they go away and do it. It's quite extraordinary. It's a miracle, I suppose. So the fact that you can take it out of one part of your head and then place it somewhere else, and it just stays there. Amazing.